Massachusetts. That's what you got to do.
In the middle of the 12,
yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
Hey, you know who galvanizes us here at NFL Network? None other than the Basketball Hall of Famer from Boomer Sooner. She is inside the stadium. Stacey Dales, take it away one more time.
Woo! I can barely hear you guys, but I did hear you talking about Drake May's numbers down in the playoffs. Don't worry about that with the Seahawks. They have incredible respect for him. I spoke with assistant head coach Leslie Frazier, and he said that May's mobility with his legs will make you pause. They respect the arm strength, the accuracy, and his ability downfield. Safety Julian Love told me he wants to operate off script, and he wants to burn you downfield. I also spoke with linebacker, all-pro linebacker Ernest Jones, who told me they can't be selfish rushers. They have to rush as one, given his mobility. And ultimately, Chris Rose, they said they have got to keep Drake May in the pocket. That's the best chance they have to win this game defensively. Back to you.
All right, Stace, great job there all week long. Well, Sam Darnold's journey to Super Bowl Sunday has been anything but a straight shot. Our Kurt Warner knows all about taking the circuitous route to football's holy grail. He has more with a man who has his teammates' unwavering support.
I know this isn't necessarily the journey that you had planned, but what's it mean to have done it this way?
You never know how it's going to happen, and no one has a magic 8-ball, when you're drafted or even when you're playing Pop Warner, going through high school and college. Like, no one knows exactly what their journey is going to look like. I think the biggest thing that I learned along the way is just taking it one day at a time.
What was the most difficult moment since you've been drafted?
I think there were some moments, in New York, in Carolina, when things necessarily weren't going the right way. And those were tough moments, but I learned a ton, throughout those first few years of my career. I understand how talented I am, and it's just about going out there and not feeling like I need to prove to anyone that I can do it.
Who's had the most influence on your career?
Josh McCown. His impact that he had on me, my rookie year, he was my backup, but almost more so like a coach to me. Having him right there with me to explain some things and how to watch tape, like all those little things. And then obviously being with him last year in Minnesota, he's meant the world to me, just what he's been able to teach me throughout my career so far.
Why has this team in Seattle been the perfect fit for Sam Darnold?
I think the biggest thing is the group of guys that we have. This locker room is unlike any locker room I've ever been a part of. Just how loose it is in that locker room, it's awesome to just be a part of, and I'm so thankful to have those guys to be on the field with every single day.
You played with some really good wide receivers. What makes JSN so special?
He's one of a kind. He's got very friendly body language, but it doesn't always necessarily tip it off to the defense. I feel like he's a lot harder to tackle than a lot of people think.
Every Super Bowl team I've been a part of kind of has that moment during the season where you're like, okay, we got something special. What was that moment for you with this team?
It was that Thursday night game against LA. We always knew how resilient we were as a team, and then being down 16 points in the fourth quarter and being able to come back the way that we did, our defense doing their thing, and then on offense being able to close the game out the way we did, it's not always going to be pretty, but that gave people around here, whoever had a little bit of doubt in their minds, they understood what we could do after that game.
I know you've thought about this moment a million times, as every young football player has. What are you most looking forward to in regards to the Super Bowl?
The game, just playing in that atmosphere and preparing for that so that it doesn't, surprise me when I'm out there and I don't feel like, the lights are too bright.
A lot of conspiracy theorists out there that believe the NFL is scripted. I'm going to make you the script writer for Super Bowl 60.
Oh, no.
I want you to tell me what the final on-field scene looks like.
Oh, man, I'm not going to... Kurt, I can't predict that. I'm not gonna tell you what that looks like. I'm not even gonna put it out there. Because, I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
There's not going to be Sam Darnold dropping back, throwing the touchdown pass like you have a million times in your front yard. That's not what's going through your mind?
Hey, you said it, not me, but that might be a possibility. We'll see.
Script the last two seasons, pretty good by Sam Darnold. Second straight 14-win regular season. But January was different this time around. Instead of one and done with the Vikings, Darnold's been picture perfect. And the man who led the league in turnovers has been clean with the football in 2 wins over the Niners and the Rams and in the NFC title game. But I want to play out a little scenario for you here. Mike, Rob?
Yep.
3 minutes to go.
All right.
Seahawks are down 4. Sam Darnold, do you trust him to put together a game-winning drive?
How many timeouts?
I'll give you one.
You give me one, so that's two because we have the 2-minute timeout.
All right, I changed it. There's 1:47 to go.
Oh, man.
And I give you one timeout. Is that going to change your answer?
I was about to say, yes, I trust Sam Darnold with the game on the line. First of all, over the last 2 years, he has shown he can play in big games. Yes, at the end of the Minnesota, the last game of the season, and in the playoffs, you could talk about that. But at the end of the day, Sam Darnold is in the Super Bowl. He's playing in the Super Bowl. Yes, I trust him with the game on the line, especially with the play caller, Clint Kubiak, especially with Jackson Smith and Jigba and Cooper Kupp on the outside, and Kenneth Walker as the runner.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. If you would have asked me before this season, I'd have said no. Because I've seen him.
Most of America would have said no.
Right?
Yeah.
But over the last 6, 7, 8 weeks, he's been playing lights out. And I've seen him go down and have a game-winning drive against the Rams in Week 16. I've seen him get the ball with 5 minutes left and run out the clock against the Rams in the NFC Championship game. So, yes, I trust because he's done it before. Experience is your best teacher. He's been in these moments with these players, with these coaches. You have to say, Chris, we saw it 2 weeks ago. Right? We saw it earlier late in the year.
He was playing with a lead in some of those games. I think it was at Week 16.
That was the game. He was down by 16 with 8 minutes left.
His entire career.
Literally.
Right? If Zach Charbonnet doesn't pick up a ball on a 2-point conversion and hand it to the refs, maybe that NFC
You know what school he went to, right?
Your you.
Yeah.
Not the you, but your you.
It's more about the number he was wearing, 26. Stop
Okay.
University.
It doesn't matter. All it takes in any career is one bit of luck, one opportunity, and I think Seattle's found their guy, and they really believe in him. And so if your teammates believe in you, if your receivers believe in you, if your O-line believes in you, then they're going to block a little bit harder. They're going to run the route a little bit better. They're going to find ways to make plays. We did an XO early this week, and there was Sam Darnold with Jared Verse bearing down on him, making a throw to Cooper Kupp in Week 16 on a corner route, over a corner, up and over a corner. Best throw of the season. That was the turning point of the deal. I love it.
Sure.
I love it.
That is funny.
That's certain.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
That is great. I'll tell you who the 12s implicitly trust, and that is their second-year head coach, Mike Macdonald. Listen, while he earned a finance degree, summa cum laude at Georgia, he's also coaching high school kids in Athens, and he probably learned that if we ever have the ball on the 1-yard line in the Super Bowl with less than 30 seconds to go, we're probably going to run it. He ran into our Rich Eisen earlier this week.
People are nationally kind of learning about you, and some might be surprised to discover you were born in Boston, Massachusetts. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. Lived in Scituate, Massachusetts for the first few years of my life.
So did you root for the Patriots?
I grew up a huge New England Patriot fan, honestly. I have memories as a kid of my dad open up the newspaper on Monday morning. I'd always ask him if the Patriots won. And really my first football memory was when they drafted Drew Bledsoe.
Right, and now you realize you have the opportunity to make a lot of people from that neck of the woods very unhappy.
A lot of respect for the folks up in New England, but our allegiances lie up here now.
What if somebody had tapped you on the shoulder and say, hey, guess what? Super Bowl 60, you're going to be the head coach of the Seahawks.
Never in my wildest dreams. Not even, dreams didn't go that far at that point.
What do you think is your team's secret sauce? What do you think is what is within your connective tissue as a 53-man roster and then an organization as a whole with you atop the coaching flow chart?
We believe our competitive advantage is like our synergy. We like to use the term 12 as one, but we really think that our edge is our team and how strong of a team we are. And you said connective tissue, that really resonates with, I feel like, how our team operates every day. And I think if we didn't have that, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
And how did you sit down with Sam Darnold to start when you finally got him on the dotted line? Because I'd love to revisit that now that you're getting set to coach him in a Super Bowl.
It was really just, hey, go be you, bro. That's why you're here. It's why we wanted you here. We expect you to be Sam Darnold. Go be the best version of Sam Darnold. Go be decisive. Go rip it. He's literally done that every day. It's been a pleasure to be his coach.
And your defense balling out the way that it does. Walk me through, if you don't mind, how they are personifying your culture?
Yeah, this might be a little counterintuitive, but it's really not like my personality is our defense. It's their personality. Our coaches have created a great environment where they can go be them. They want to play defense a certain way here in Seattle, and we've held that standard every day.
Is it true in your meeting room you've got a spear or a totem where you're placing the helmets of the teams that you're beating one by one on top of each other?
That might exist, yeah.
And what would it mean for you to take a Patriot helmet and put that there in a Super Bowl win in the home of the San Francisco 49ers, Coach?
Honestly, Rich, I haven't really thought about big picture of it. Frankly, I mean, it's the whole situation is surreal. You know, obviously it'd be awesome for our city and the 12s, our players. I'm just trying to get ready for the game, you know, and get our guys ready to go. But man, it would be an honor. There's a lot of parallels between these two teams, and it's going to be a great game. We've got a great opponent. But I think who plays their brand of ball best will end up winning.
Mike Macdonald knows how to get his team ready to go and definitely knows how to finish a game, too. Look at this. In 5 playoff games, 3 as the Ravens defensive coordinator, 2 games as the Seattle head coach, he has yet to allow a point in the fourth quarter.
That's good news. I didn't know that.
Did you just ask if that's real?
Yeah, like, that's real. That's like Madden numbers, bro. Like, that's like eliminating the other offense. Totally elimination.
So if the Patriots are losing going into the final 15, is there any way they win this thing?
Oh, there is. Listen, let's not put it. Drake May has done an awesome job against some top defenses. With that stat, though, I get it. I understand. But it's the Super Bowl. Yeah. Teams are running flea flicker, triple reverse passes, whatever it takes to try to go down and score.
Playing mad now.
If that's what you have to do, you're going to figure it out and find a way. I do believe this, though. If the Seahawks have a 3 to 7 point lead in the fourth quarter, it's going to be tough. I've called too many of their games to see the way this defense makes adjustments throughout the course of the game, and they kind of settle in that fourth quarter. They start sending pressure at you. They start attacking your protection. They start attacking your run game. It's going to be tough. Only thing I will say is a mobile quarterback.
That's what
is always hard for a defense.
It's true 11 on 11 football. If they're down by 3 or 7 in the fourth quarter, absolutely New England's still in this game.
Yeah.
Because I think they're going to keep it close by their jab. To me, their jab is Ramondre Stevenson.
Yes.
I tried to roll his R a little bit, but to me, that's going to be the jab that this Patriots offense uses just to stay close, just to kind of throw some punches at the gut of the Seattle defense to keep the game close. And again, when you get to the fourth quarter, a mobile quarterback in Drake May, a guy who's a very, very accurate quarterback. He was the most accurate quarterback in all of football this season. And when he runs, MJD, he stays a passer. To me, that's why, no, if they're down, I still give them a chance.
Patriots this year 1-2 when they trail heading into the fourth quarter. That one win came in that Week 16 Sunday nighter against the Ravens where they were down 11 points with 10 minutes to go. But, guys, let's put a pause button on the fourth quarter for just a second. The Patriots better be ready from the word go, especially if they're kicking off to start the game, because Seattle has a heck of an opening act in Rashid Shaheed.
It was a very special moment to be able to start the playoffs off in that fashion. That's exactly the way we wanted to do it, was on special teams. My first playoff game, so that's what makes it even more special. Just to share that moment with my teammates and all the fans, man. The fans is what made that moment super special, man. Almost caused an earthquake, so that'll be something I'll remember forever. I grew up watching a lot of Devin Hester. He's my all-time favorite returner, the best to ever do it. You know, just being the X factor, to be able to bring, somewhat of that same hope to this team and to the fans. It means a lot just to be put in that position. To win the Super Bowl, it'll mean the world. It'll mean that all the work that we put in as a unit is paid off. It's just going to put the cherry on top of this whole amazing season that we've had. It's going to be a great feeling to share it with this locker room.
Talked about his hero, Devin Hester. He has one of 10 kickoff return touchdowns in Super Bowl history. Here's a few notables. Of course, Desmond Howard winning MVP honors in Super Bowl 31. Keep in mind, there haven't been any punts returned for scores. But we got a chance here between Shaheed and Marcus Jones, who had a couple of punt return touchdowns. Who's going to have the... I'm going to ask the guy who was an all-pro returner. Who's going to have the bigger impact, Jones or Shaheed?
Only reason I'm not going to say Shaheed is because I'm not kicking him the ball. Yeah. I've seen him go out there. I would not kick him the ball, so I'm going to go with Marcus Jones. And this is the thing. He's had returns in his deal. New England does a great job of scheming things up for him in the punt return. Not necessarily kickoff return. Punt return is where I see him making a huge impact after playing on defense. But if I'm either one of these special teams coordinators, that ball is going 35 to 40 yards and out of bounds. I don't want anyone changing this game by a punt return because miscellaneous touchdowns after turnovers are the next leading way to win a ball game, percentage-wise. So, to me, neither one of these guys would make an impact. It was up to me.
I agree with you. Let's start there. I agree with you. But if I'm going to pick one of these two returners, I got to go Rashid Shaheed. And honestly, I think Rashid Shaheed is going to have a little bit of an impact on offense, too. I think his speed is going to open up a lot of things for Cooper Kupp and Jackson Smith and Jigba in the Seahawks offense.
All right. By the way, he had only one catch in the NFC title game. It did go for 51 yards, so it did kind of set the tone out there. All right, it is time right now to do game picks.
Man, I just let my kids walk out of here, too. I wanted to get them on TV. Dang it.
What do you mean?
My babies. I just told them to go in because
your babies, they're like men.
Yeah,
they are men,
right.
but they're my babies.
Okay, why don't you want to give a game pick?
Yeah, go. I'm going to go.
What are you doing?
New England, 17-14. Go Pats.
Don't give it an MVP. We'll do that in a bit.
Thank you, MJD. Thank you, MJD. I got the Seattle Seahawks winning 27-25. And I say thank you,
25?
MJD. Yes, 27-25. And the reason why I say thank you, MJD, because we can't go all Seahawks, because that's usually when you don't get the win for the Seahawks. So, thanks. I appreciate you.
25, by the way. You must be watching Cynthia Freeland. She throws the 25 number out there a lot. I'm going to follow you.
Okay.
I like him 24-17. I think there's a lot of defense in this one. I think Seattle kisses the Lombardi for the second time ever. Hey, we found your kids.
Yeah, thank you. These are my babies.
You want to introduce them to the world real quick?
Yeah, this is Madden Jones-Drew, my baby. You know, he's baby, the biggest one in the family.
How old?
Madden, how old are you?
I'm 14.
All right, and then this is Maurice Jones-Drew II, a.k.a. Deuce. And how old are you?
I'm 17.
All right, we were going to announce what college he was going to go to, but we're not going to do it here. We're not going to do it here. We'll do it later.
Where are the hats?
Not UCLA.
It ain't happening. We'll announce
they
it
don't
on
do
TV.
NIL at UCLA anymore. That's why
We actually do, but we'll talk about it later.
NIL for UCLA.
Maybe.
All right, guys, don't go far because your dad was scared there for a second.
I was
Get
scared.
back on stage. All right, we're going to give our Super Bowl MVP picks and wrap it up here from Santa Clara, getting you all set for Super Bowl 60.
Known for pursuing your passions, no one wants to be known